by Antonio Colina for presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said the government has committed to closely coordinate with the displaced Moro residents of Marawi city and vows that the rebuilding will be pursuant to their religious faith. In a media briefing on Monday at the presidential guest house, Roque said this was the commitment made by retired General Eduardo del Rosario, Chair Housing and Urban Development and Coordinating Council, who leads the Task Force Bangun Marawi, an interagency task force for the recovery, reconstruction and rehabilitation of Marawi. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque, Jansen Romero/Manila Bulletin. Retired General del Rosario also committed that the process of rebuilding will be done with very close coordination and consultation with the people. He promised in fact that the rebuilding of Marawi will be pursuant to the religious faith of the residents of Marawi, he said. Last October 27, the Malacanan Palace issued Administrative Order, AO, No. 9, amending AO No.3, which created the Interagency Task Force. Roque said the government will turn over the first 500 temporary shelters to the displaced Marawi residents by mid-December in addition to the 500 Nipa huts that were already donated by non-government organizations. Now, on the recovery efforts, they are going to flatten the most affected area. And as I said, they will widen infrastructure, 4-lane roads, promenade, it's going to be a major tourist destination, he said. At least 55 out of 96 barangays in Marawi were affected by armed clashes between government forces and the Islamic State-inspired Mott group that lasted nearly 5 months. Roque said residents who have land titles will be allowed to rebuild while those without titles will have to wait until the armed forces of the Philippines determines how much land they require since most of the affected area is covered by the military reservation. President Rodrigo Duterte has asked the military and the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR, to hasten the survey of the area, Roque said. Now, the president had ordered the AFP to finalize how much land they would require so the excess land can be given to the residents of Marawi, he said. The spokesperson added the residents will have to apply for the land titles. He added residents who can prove that portions of the area are within their ancestral domain can apply for Certificate of Ancestral Domain Title, CADT, as provided for in the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act. So, that's the status. If you have a land title, then you will have to await until the structures have been flattened out and then you can return to your place. If part of your property was taken for the building of the expanded road, then you would be paid just compensation, he said.